Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Homestuck. I've been told to watch the thing again because it's apparently very important. And by thing, I mean this. So that's what we're going to start with. I'm going to try to sum up everything as we go, and then I can remember it. Because I'm imagining the important parts are like the frog temple and the meteor, right? So there's a hand on a thing. We're in a crater that is also a rocket ship. Or there's a rocket ship in the crater. The continent westward. But not really. I could not tell what continent that was. But anyway, the meteor hits John's house or whatever, and there's a huge crater. Presumably. Actually, you know, I'm kind of... I can't pause it. There's a tree. A big old tree. There's like a bomb at that spot. And this is like probably thousands of years ago. And a meteorite hit back then. And then frogs. Then frog people. Who died out, probably, to the event that killed the dinosaurs, I'd imagine? Or maybe that was the event that killed... Well, no, because there's a dinosaur there. That's weird. Okay, and Rose is dying. We're fine. Yeah, that building has the Spurb logo. I already knew that. There's some, like, crazy thing underground. This might be, like, the Dark Dimension or whatever that Nana mentioned. And then, yeah. I was going to use this for the thumbnail. I don't remember, but I didn't end up doing it. I don't know why. This game has messed with my mind. And now our friend, the mayor, is at Frogtown. That's really all I can get from it at this point. I will try to remember these details, but it looks like the Spurb thing got activated a very long time ago, or like now this is very far in the future, which is sort of what I'm thinking. And there was like some sort of frog people society. I can't really do anything more than that. Anyway, Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. Hey, there it is. I could have just went to the next page. Oh my gosh, there's a whole thing. The Colonel amazes men marginally less soused than he on a sweltering Mississippi evening. In true Sassacre form, he puts his astonishing julep intake to use with a textbook execution of Butterfinger's Solitaire. Okay. Do I have to read that? Yeah, I do. This is going to be very hard to read. Dear John, you are no doubt reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Why the... I don't know. Needed to lift... Oh, the man grit? Is that what that's supposed to be? Because I see grit. I don't know. Needed to lift this book is itself a sign of your maturity. Not even to speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the... It looks like no one, but it's not that. It's like the meaning of Sassacre's fine tailored mischief. I am so proud of you, grandson. Grandson? How I wish I could have delivered this heirloom to you in the flesh, but I am afraid it wasn't in the cards. For you, see, John, like you, this book must yet... Illegible. Journey. Its journey will end on the final day of my life and open then will continue some, okay. Same, maybe? Though I suppose they will be up to your something. Perhaps, like father, probably. Yeah, that's what that is. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day when he and you are ready. Oh, God. You're no doubt reading this as a handsome... Oh, this is the same thing! Time-tested mischief. I, looked for Dear John, and there was no Dear John! So I was like, oh, surely it's not actually here. Whatever. I can figure out what... If I missed anything, I guess. The nuance of Sassacre's time-tested mischief. Okay. This book must yet take a journey. Okay. Perhaps your father, perhaps he'll discuss it with you one day. Okay. But it is your journey, and I'm writing about to wish you luck. Like that. That's not even proper sentence structure. But thrust into another world, and once you arrive, that is only the beginning. This is different. You will soon delve even deeper into a realm of warring royalty and timeless expanse, a realm of agents and exiles and consorts and colonel sprites, of toiling underlings and slumbering denizens. A realm where four will gather, the heir of breath, the seer of light, the king of time, and the witch of space. Together they will ascend. John, if only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life, yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know... Wow. Kind of true. What I know for sure is that we will meet again. Until then, John, I do hope your father keeps you well fed. P.S. Hannah. Okay. So this was Grandma's book, and it may have killed her. Heir of breath, seer of light, knight of time, and witch of space. Witch of Space gives me Rose vibes. Knight of Time gives me Dave vibes, because he's literally... we literally started his in the past, and also he has a sword. Which I guess means John is either the heir of breath or the seer of light? It could be either. He loves watching movies, and you know what movies are? They are light projected onto a screen, so... Seer of light. Wait, for real? Oh, also, when I was watching back through the editing, I noticed that this pumpkin came from her house, which is a little concerning considering the rotten pumpkin in the rocket ship. And I don't remember exactly what, I don't remember his name, the Traveler or whatever, the Vagabond, what location they put in to call the pumpkin with the weird face on it. Because, if it was the other room and they got this, then doesn't that mean Jade's living in the rocket ship? Anyway, a silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely that she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often known to do. She may have a silly name too, or maybe not. It's hard to say for sure without asking her. But since she's slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well just give her a name right now. Her name is Z. Oh. I guess her name is Farmstink. Farmstink butt lass. Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up! Wait, we can click. You try to rouse Farmstink from her slumber, but she's really down for the count. Looks like she's holding some sort of note. Retrieve arms from... They're right there! In plain sight! Look! They are flashing red. Drop pumpkin on Farmstink. What pumpkin? You see no pumpkin, and frankly, it's hard to imagine there ever was a pumpkin, in plain sight or otherwise. Anyway, that'd be a really terrible thing to do to poor sweet Farmstink. The Oh, it is the same pumpkin. It literally got, deatomized or whatever right before it hit her head. Okay. That's a little concerning. Read note. Farmstink? That's incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is... Okay. Jade Harley. Okay. Oh, we're alive. Does she have a pumpkin on her shirt, too? Also, these flowers are weird. I don't know how to feel about them. Examine room. There's a flute. There's another pumpkin growing. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's a lot of plants, but the pumpkins are standing out to me because we've seen them before. Your name is Jade. You've just woken up from a restful nap, and as usual, you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests, so many, in fact, you have trouble keeping track of them all, even with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything on your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do? Play a silly flute refrain. Loading? Okay. Click. Alright. I wonder what Guilty Flagon sounds like in flutish. I know. Alright. That's what John Egbert sounds like in flutish. Anyway. Okay. Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear around here all the time, especially to your unending chagrin. Any sort of large orange gourd that might be lying around. You consider throwing the flute down in disgust. Things appear and disappear from here all the time, huh? Capture log flute. Oh god, what is her capture log going to be? On second thought, it was a perfectly nice flute, and there's no reason for you to take your frustration out on it. You just need some practice. But before you capture log the flute, you'll need to set your fetch modus first. We don't have one. Oh, interesting. Roll over above with mouse. You have a wide variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa brought you this modus set for Christmas. He's a total badass, even if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus when it comes to matters of day-to-day practicality. Operation. Okay, hold on. Let's start down here. Boggle. Pictionary. Monopoly? How would you do Monopoly? Yahtzee. Clue. Connect 4? That sounds horrible. Jenga. That's like all of them already. Battleship. Ouija? I kind of want the Ouija board one. Guess Who? Operation and Memory. Let's go with Monopoly. Oh, I can't. I thought I could click one. Okay, select Memory. You set your modus to Memory and capture log the flute. You allot 9 cards from the modus of your deck, so that'll be more than enough for your needs at the moment. The modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. So you have to, like... Okay, play a memory game. The flute is split up onto 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick one card, then pick its matching card. For the typical Silodexer, this modus presents a frustrating guessing game and a lot of wasted time for mismatching. But you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing it right on the first try. Uh-huh, okay. Squeal like a piglet and fertilize some plants. Well... It is an awfully silly idea and is basically a waste of everyone's time. You will predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objectives at once. Alright. Oh. Oh my god, this is so much fun! There's a pig! Okay. Oh no. You capture log the bag of fertilizer. Consult colorful reminders. Do we remember what the reminders do? You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once, and you can be a little forgetful, so you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as reminders. Each one means there is something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds you that there is something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for some supplies, and most importantly, to see if John is online to wish him a happy birthday. Capture log the pumpkin growing next to you. So we have jumped back in time. Every time we get a new character, we have to start the story from the very beginning. It's going to be very interesting as time goes on. You snap up that pumpkin, which seems suitably ripe for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Silodex will prevent it from being spirited away like many of its ephemeral predecessors. Okay, exit the room. Are we gonna do it? Oh. There's a... What has this on it? This symbol that's in between the spiral staircase? Also, that's such an inconvenient spiral staircase. Why does the one that lead up lead you directly into the back of the one that leads to the next floor? You know what I mean? Or the one that leads down, I guess, from the floor we're on now. It leads directly into the back of this staircase instead of the front. Like, why would you do that? You have to walk over the alchemeter or whatever it is to get to the other staircase. Anyway, you make your way to the middle of the garden atrium where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory as well as your bedroom. Interesting combination of rooms. Now, this doesn't look like the rocket at all, so maybe I'm misremembering that. Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick up a juicy red crab apple. Oh, he's got a face. It's me, the crab apple. You'll pick a nice-looking key lime. It's me, the key lime. A delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorite. Apple. And finally, a ripe yellow Eureka lemon. Oh. Eureka! Modus fun aside, you feel it is impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. Yeah, okay. Go upstairs to the bedroom. You almost never use the stairs. Oh, it's a teleporter. So the stairs are literally just for show. I guess that makes sense why it's form over function. Okay, this safe looks sort of familiar. You transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. Okay, ascend! You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you are immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. This is a little odd. There are puppets, little octopi, and a poster with the pogo on it. These all seem vaguely familiar. I don't see any jesters, though, so maybe we're okay. Well, there's, like, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, but they're, like, furries. It's like knights. It's not knights, but you know what I mean. Does Jade live in the house Rose was getting the Wi-Fi from? Or, like, the lab or whatever? And they just don't even know? That would be pretty funny. Okay. So many flowers. You are an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphological persuasion, okay? You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy, apparently. Your love of gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. Okay. Let us say what these words mean. Old cartoons. Fauna of anthropomorphological persuasion. So, like, animals significant to people? Oh, no, like anthropomorphized animals. I understand. Rather advanced gadgetry, nuclear physics, we all know this. Narcolepsy is when you fall asleep when you're just randomly. And then precognitive prognostication is just seeing the future. You consider very briefly the question, what will you do? What will you do? But you quickly realize this is only one half of your room, and is therefore host to only half of your interests to choose from. Don't show me a gesture. Guns, I see. Okay, guns. Alright. Over here, there are yet more articles of your aforementioned interests, and then some. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television mingle with your assortment of game-hunting firearms. You are a skilled markswoman, though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise. Your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistently and eerily optimal results. Nevertheless, you still have not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you've borrowed from your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. Okay. You are a great admirer of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather is a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you know. Okay. But in spite of all of his lessons, it is still very difficult to escape his stern lectures when you are on the way out of the house to run your errands. He spends most of his time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma. Okay. No wonder she's a little weird. I mean, come on. What does that say? Man-throw chaps? Oh, because they're also little animal guys. I see. I understand. Also, nuclear physics, are those just rocks of plutonium? Because not only does that, again, tie in with the wandering vagabond guy, but that's incredibly unsafe to just have a bunch of rocks of plutonium sitting on all your stuff. And today will likely be no exception. Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. This animal must be fed, and he will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first, you should really dig out your computer and say hi to John. Now, what will you do? Quickly retrieve firearms from the wall. Rifle kind. Alright. Does that mean we can't take the pistol? Also, does that one shoot spears? You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There would be hell to pay if Granddad caught you leaving the house without it. Okay. Wonder why the design on your shirt changed. It did change. Okay, I thought I noticed that earlier. Because it was the little nuclear physics thing. It was a pumpkin before. Okay. I thought I was just seeing it from far away, so it was like crunched down. But yeah, okay. There isn't much to wonder, really. You left the wardrobe afire on its randomization setting. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit to that setting in the near future. So I've seen this sun before, definitely. The nuclear fission thing is kind of spurby. And then there's literally the spurb thing, which is like kind of... Then there's like a radiation sign, the octopus that Rose has on her shirt, the little pogo guy that John has on his shirt. I don't even know what Dave has on his shirt. If I'm being honest, I haven't paid that much attention. It might be the radioactive symbol, now that I'm thinking about it. And then the thing that's on the pumpkin. Actually, the sun just looks like that. We saw that in the first cutscene. And then a flower, which feels more rose or jade-like, and then a pumpkin and a leaf. A leaf that looks like a clock, but that's probably not intentional. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor the most and commit that setting to that setting in the near future. Capture log nearest Squiddles doll and hug it. Squiddles? Oh. Just before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and the two of them get all tangled up with each other playfully. Tangle buddies! You capture log the tangle buddies. Okay. Lose interest in fauna and never speak of it again. Yeah, that's not happening, apparently. Oh, but you could never do that. Oh, that's such a long... You could never do that. What marvelous creatures they are. What a daring dream. To combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world. To hear one night those muted paw pads traipse up your stairs. A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber as the sober sleeps from your eyes. They detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. This is kind of... Okay. A mysterious woven tongue invites. Wouldn't those ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? You no need to answer. Word slough from the busy mind like a useless dead membrane as a more visceral sapience takes over. Something simpler is in charge now, a force untouched by the concerns and burdens of the upright, that farcical yoke, the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whisking through creepers, unearthing with each bold stomp bright odors demanding investigation, but not for long, as you and your friend must claim the night with piercing howls moonward. You eat a weird bug and don't even care. Okay. Pick up your toys. Why does she have a pipe? And a monocle. I guess we did learn that rich people have monocles or something, right? And syringes? I'm concerned. Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your manthro chaps. They're wonderful friends that are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Why, dear Mr. Coxcomb, how ever will you be received at the Barnyard Gala without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each manthro chap comes with a number of accessories, including articles of formal attire, a vaccination kit, and a dishwasher-safe slop trough. To be fair... There have been weirder toys made for children. But hey. Organize all your dolls. That's not then... Okay. You gather all your dolls into a rather cozy-looking pile. Change wardrobifier setting. You deactivate the wardrobifier's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. The decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion. Oh, there was a poll. Adam 1. Oh, I don't know why I thought I could have clicked on that. 1669 votes. Nice. So it should be Adam, Spirograph, and Sun, right? That's what we got? Yeah, okay. Look out the window. Oh, no. I know where we are. Okay. It is another beautiful day in your neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. It is peaceful and quiet as usual. A rather imposing volcano looms over your house, which has been inactive for centuries. Though dormant on the surface, the volcanic activity deep underground provides your house with a sort of geothermal power. You are not sure why your grandfather decided to draw from this source of energy when he had the unlimited power of the atom at his disposal, but it has been this way for as long as you can remember. You've chalked it up to your family's long-standing propensity for eclectic fursuits. Wait, you mean pursuits? I see. Didn't Rose's house run on water power? Like, hydroelectricity? That's very strange. Because we have no idea what Dave's apartment would run for with energy. But John's house, after being disconnected from the grid, is still powered. So maybe, like, underneath the house, there's some sort of generator there. It makes me think that maybe the parents, like, know something's going to happen and are, like, prepared for it in the case that it does. I don't know. But anyway, we're on Frog Island. Does that mean we're living in the Frog Temple? Because I didn't see another building there. I mean, I guess it could be a different volcano, but I mean, how would you go and show us a volcano and then be like, oh, this is just another place with a volcano, actually. Retrieve fursuit from magic chest. Okay. What is this nonsense about fursuits? You don't own a fursuit. You think anthropomorphic fauna are really cute and enchanting and all, but it never occurred to you to dress like one. Sure, it is fun to imagine what it'd be like to run with a pack of wolves, or purr and frolic with a litter of kittens, but dressing up as an animal just seems ridiculous. It would still just be a silly girl draped in a raggedy synthetic tufty piece of crap. And seriously, who are you trying to kid with that sort of baloney? Anyway, it's not a magic chest. It is your gadget chest, which you have adapted for storing a number of useful gizmos. It was once your oracle's trunk. What? A gift from your grandfather, of course, and still contains many silly fortune-telling knickknacks, all of which are completely bogus. Yeah. Not like we need them. Oracle's trunk. That's interesting. Open chest. There's like a TV in there. A magic ball. Problem sleuth? Okay. I've heard of that in the comments of a Homestuck video, I think. 8. There's an 8 ball. I mean, one of my Homestuck videos, by the way. Also, what is this picture? Among the fortune-telling knickknacks are these items. So many lists. Okay. A crystal ball plus compulsory velvet pillow. True. A tarot deck. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I thought it was a VHS. A magic 8 ball. A magic cue ball. I don't think those are real. And one of your favorite books of all time, Problem Sooth. Oh, it's not sleuth, it's sooth. Among the useful gizmos are, of course, your computer, which you keep inside a fun lunchbox for easy transport, and a couple of gizmos you keep handy so you don't always have to make the long trip to the kitchen. There's a cookalizer for preparing delicious meals, and a refrigerator, a name which clearly is a wacky variation on the much more common household item, the refrigifier. I see. That's the fire and ice boxes, I guess. Examine Magic 8 Ball and Magic Cue Ball. Not exactly. These things are stupid and useless. When the Magic 8 Ball isn't being frustratingly ambiguous, its forecast is always wrong. You've tested it numerous times with certain facts you know to be true. This is a reply when you ask if it is your friend John's birthday today. See? Stupid. And you guess maybe it could be used as a reverse prediction device, and always trust the opposite of what it says, but that seems dumb to you. And anyway, the thing gives you a bad vibe. You might consider smashing it, but you're a little superstitious about whatever ominous consequences that might have, even if the occult talisman in question is a cheap piece of garbage. It's true. It's right, though, because it was John's birthday on the first day a calling page was posted. But also, this is in the past in universe. So it is still that day, but in the real world it wasn't. And it definitely isn't now. Alright. The Magic Cue Ball, on the other end, is said to make the predictions with alarming precision and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view that prediction. You put both these pieces of junk back in the box. Capsule log refrigerator. Okay, well... Oh, man. You take the refrigerator. You might as well grab the cookalizer, too. No portable kitchen is complete without it. You take your lunch top. Is that what it's called, too? Because obviously you're going to be using that pretty soon. Whoops, there goes your flute, but who cares? Feed your friend. Before you go to feed Beck, you'll need to prepare a meal for him. You clear some space on your work table so you can set up your refrigerator and cookalizer. What is this creature? I just imagine it's like a lion. Just for fun, Jade allows you to take a stab at matching the cards to use the gizmos. It doesn't present much of a challenge for her, so she figures she might as well step aside while providing a few generous hints. No. Warmer? Warmer? Cooler? Cooler? Cold? Warmer? Yes. No. Cold. Ice cold. Warmer. Warmer. Thanks. We got the lime. Why is it shaking? You've selected the key lime. Way to go. No, it's not. Try again. We got the lemon. Hot! Wait, no, cold. Really cold. Frozen fucking tundra. Try another crack at this. You got the orange. All the citrus fruit. Congratulations! You've advanced your matching skill to the new level. Yukon Hero, Legacy of the Frostbite Amputee. Jade's beginning to regret breaking the fourth wall for this ill-advised escapade. Okay, one more time. We got the apple. If it were known in advance how terrible you were going to be at this matching game, the author may have given second thought to preparing this cool interactive Flash application. Wait, is it actually? I don't think it is. Yeah, no. Look at all these fruits on the loose. Good luck trying to settle them down. Yeah, well, maybe if they weren't irradiated, they'd be a little more calm. You just deploy the gadgets yourself. Okay. Stick fruits in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. Not a bad idea. These fruits are unlikely to become less impudent anytime soon, regardless of where they are stored, but you stick them in anyway. Okay. You take a look at the refrigerator's rotary interface. You wonder what he's in the mood for today. Press the steak button. Oh, well, it's a rotary dial, so there are no buttons to press, but whatever, that doesn't really matter. You dial up for a thick T-bone steak, which you are sure Becquerel is in the mood for, because he is in the mood for steak every day, and is never in the mood for anything else. But he does like his steak well cooked. Thaw, cook, irradiate, nuclear explosion. Lightly irradiate steak. He does prefer his steak rare, after all. But you will not dignify the thought of turning the knob much farther because you are not... That's the first time in a while we've seen one of those. Oh god, what is it doing? You capture the irradiated steak and save it for your trip outside. It's green now. You probably shouldn't waste much more time. You wouldn't want all these nice depleted steak isotopes to settle down. Examine the atomic base by your bed. Atomic base. Very funny. You wouldn't exactly call it an atomic base, but it's heavily customized to accommodate a high level of musical virtuosity. The perfect instrument for the eclectically spirited. Okay. You've tuned the strings way down, of course, because your stumpy arms can't reach the low notes. What? You switch your eclectic bass to its advanced setting, but you promptly switch it back because obviously it's too complicated to play in person like this. The default setting is your preferred mode for casual jamming. And since you can't possibly waste enough time playing music, casual jam is exactly what you're going to do. Play a hauntingly relaxing bass line, okay. What is that? Oh, it makes the plants grow. And they get teleported out. Where are we? Okay. A little further. A little further. Okay, we're not in the Frog Temple, but we are here. A package. Wow, that delivery fee must have been high. I'm going to watch this fall all the way to the ground. Also, that is nowhere near their house. It is not going to land anywhere near that. Very strange. There it goes. Everybody say goodbye. It's still there. Oh, I think it landed. Stop getting smaller. Alright. Capture log base. Alright. You take the portable amp from the wall socket, too. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Open lunch top. You like to make yourself comfy in your plushy pile before getting down to business with your computer. Very cute. Get down to business. What? Oh my... That's your computer? It's a 3D model! Oh my god. I think I'd die looking at this for more than 3 seconds. Activate Pester Chum, quickly. Hey look, John's online, hooray! All the faces. Also looks like Dave pestered you about something yesterday, but you missed it. Troll Slum? Chum Roll. Corsino Geneticist. We don't know who that is. But they are rancorous, so... Alright. You greet John, but he doesn't respond. He's undoubtedly gallivanting around his house in a state of barely restrained birthday mirth. He may also be receiving the 2 packages and 2 envelopes which you are certain came in the mail for him earlier. You will wait a little while to see if he returns before you head out. See if Dave left you a sweet new rap. Hey, oh, you're asleep again, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I still don't know how that works. It does not appear so, but you just never know with that crazy and cool guy. So cool. Okay, I don't think we've seen this. Hey, oh, okay, we already read that. It's so cool getting hella chumped by your coquettish damn riddles all the time. I don't know why I believe anything you say. I'm like the Grand Marshal of gross chumpage. Oh, wow. A new one I have to censor. We've found a new one. Awesome. Waving around my chump deductor baton. Assistant Director of Chumpography. Celebrated author Ernest Chumpingway. Wait, weak. Chumple Stiltskin. Chumple Dipshit. Yeah. You're asleep? Y-N-A-S-L? S equals species? Baboon? Hold on. Let me get that off the page now that we're done with it. Kangaroo Rat? If Kangaroo Rat, yiff twice, please. No, please, no. Okay, well, you're not saying anything, so I guess whether you're non-awake or unasleep or whatever, you're just not around, and I'm wasting good material. Even worse, I'm wasting a killer persona here. Like, I don't even like a wide open V-shaped leotard and a fuck ton of body. And what are we talking about? Some, like, sinewy back arcing Cirque du Soleil looking motherfucker. Anyways, low to the ground, getting a good prowl on. Like, I dropped my keys in the dark. And then with some of a bitch who had the gumption to glue a nasty pair of latex cat lips. Cat lips? For a reason that wasn't a joke. Jade, hey, where are you? Seriously, I'm sitting here tonight with a bag of kibble jacked open on my lap and primed for goddamn bear, and you're gone. By the way, my name is Aquet Permusk, okay? Hardest buttock in the jungle. Tempered steel! Hey, I just wanted to do this remix I finished here. Explore remix, that MP3. So yeah, you don't have to respond to any of that, by the way. I'll probably forget half the shit I said anyway. Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Oh, I just understood what that meant. Okay. Open fresh jams. The ASL is not age sex location. It's age species location. Open fresh jams. Showtime remix? Agree remix? I can click on these. Oh god, what? Okay, that's bad. Oh, this crunchy audio is so very nostalgic. It sounds like something I'd have on my MP3 player back in 2007 or whatever. This one isn't too bad. This sounds like a Final Fantasy bassline. Kind of like it. Reminds me of, like, Twilight Princess music. Also, I just realized our fruit is jamming out. Oh god, what? This sounds like an ASDF video. Or, like, kind of like Doki Doki Literature Club. You know that one song? Like the title song? Crystallanthemums. Close. I've heard this before. Da, 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 da. Maybe it just sounds like a song from Chrono Trigger now that I'm thinking about it. Like the, what's it called? I kind of want to find it. Give me 1 second. It's Shala's theme from Chrono Trigger. I'm just going to give you a little taste about why it reminded me of it. Specifically that little da 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 da. Now I gotta see if I'm even close to being correct on that, if it sounds even close. Yeah, it does, you know. This part not so much, but the da, 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 da. Anyway, that's a great song. It's a good track, Dave. You did it good. Who actually made it? Gabe Nezovic. I think that would be how you'd say that. Good job. Also, Alexander Rossetti. I love that song too. The rest of them I'm like okay on. You open the Fresh Jams media player and add Dave's remix to the playlist. Open Echidna and go to mspaintadventures.com. Actually, we're going to stop here because when I paused, I realized we're already 45 minutes in and I was supposed to stop doing episodes that are long. It's hard with this game because I feel like I want to go to the next segment. But sometimes segments are long, especially these introductory ones. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Homestuck, where we actually met Jade for the first time in the third chapter. Third act is like a chapter, you know? I like the weird vibe, okay? It's weird in a different way than the other ones, which is something that is impressive. You know, to have 4 characters that are all pretty much equally weird, but in very different ways, it's quite impressive. It's quite impressive. I must ask you, all of you seem to have pretty good answers for your favorite act. Why did you start from the top? Your favorite act from Homestuck. So I'll ask you now that we've met all 4 of the main characters. I'm assuming they're the main characters. I mean, I don't know. For all I know, Jade could explode on the next panel. And we just never see her again, but... Oh, wait a second. I realized something else, but I'll bring that up after. I think these 4 are the main characters. So I'd be interested to know, of those of you who have read the whole thing, which one is your favorite at the end, but just don't spoil anything, obviously. And those of you who are experiencing this along with me now, you can say the same. I think for me, it's still John. If I were to rank them, it'd probably be John, Rose, Jade, Dave. I just don't like Dave. I mean, part of that is because he makes me do the most censorship work. But the other part is that, I don't know. Like, he's not bad, don't get me wrong. But so far, I just haven't found a reason to, like... The puppet breakdown was, like, probably the best moment he's had so far. And... that wasn't even really about his character, you know? Like, if John or Rose was in that scenario, they could have had the same reaction, is what I'm saying. It's kind of funny that he's, like, deluded himself into believing his brother's cool when he's clearly not. But, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think the tiny parts we've seen of Jade so far with the... anthropomorphic animal thing, and then the weird future tech and prophecy stuff is more interesting already. The final thing I wanted to say is, obviously, Jade is the seer of light then, right? Because she's literally can see into the future. I hate this remix. It just, because you can see in the future, which means that, John is the heir of breath. So, now we know. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you want to be kept up on the series, and I will see you next time. Wow, I actually got through that pretty professionally. Doesn't always happen. Okay, bye.